loves, Molly Carmel here, fiercely devoted to your freedom. And you know what I'm hearing a lot about? Like not being able to prioritize yourself. And oh my gosh, do I get that. It's so hard. So much when I meet people who have food and weight problems, they've done a whole lot of deprioritizing themselves and wanting to what I like to call people please, right? So, oh gosh, I can't say no to that person or they're going to be mad at me, or I have to make sure that I bake with my kids, or my husband needed for me to have pasta with him. And while that's totally reasonable, it takes you away from your food and weight goals. And the truth is, like, you're the product, you're the commodity, and learning how to prioritize yourself and your journey with your new relationship with food is going to be essential to getting the relationship of your dreams. And here's something I learned along the way. When you say yes to something, you also say no to something else. And that gets really tricky. It's really, really easy to forget that. And so here's what I want us to start thinking about. Saying no. I know. Even my throat hurt when I said it. Starting to say no. Starting to be more selective about how and where you place your energy. Because listen, if you're going to have this relationship of your dreams, which you are, we need to create space for it. And we need to teach you that when you start to say no to things, that means you're starting to say yes to yourself and to this new relationship with food that you're creating. I get it. It is so scary to let people down. It really is, if you're actually letting them down. And we don't know that for sure, but it is. In your heart, in your soul, sometimes it feels like you're gonna kill them if you say no. Sometimes it's just a good old-fashioned case of FOMO, right? Like, well, what if I'm not at the party and I say no to it because I want to stay home and do self-care? Or what if I say no to my kids that I can't bake? Are they going to hate me? Are they going to be mad at me? I totally understand. But here's the thing. When you start to say yes to yourself by saying no to other things, this really, really magical thing happens, which is you start to become the best version of yourself that exists. And when that starts to happen, the healthy people in your life kind of get excited that you're saying no. Now listen. We'll talk about this in another YouTube for sure. There are going to be those saboteurs and there are going to be those people who may not make the cut in you getting this new relationship with food and yourself. And we can certainly talk about that, another topic for another time. But as you're starting to create this space for yourself and for this new relationship with food by saying no and by saying yes to yourself, what you're going to see is you're going to start to thrive. And those people who are the real keepers in your life, they're going to protect that space for you. It's really, really incredible. I know for me, I have to say no to things a lot of the time. And the people in my life totally understand that. I'll have to say, listen, I'm totally exhausted. Can we make the plan another day? And people understand. Or I have to say no to things at the table, like, no, thank you, I don't want the bread. But people are really psyched when I say that because I'm saying yes to myself, right? So saying no a lot of the time allows for you to be creating space to say yes for this new relationship with food and this new relationship with yourself. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to get really thoughtful about this. Like, what prevents you from saying no and going to these parties, right? Or doing things that are really putting this new relationship with food at risk? What are the things that happen for you? What are you scared is going to happen? What creates you saying yes to people when you really mean no? I think if we can get to the bottom of this fear, if we can get to the bottom of it, we can start to understand it, and then we can start to solve for this. So listen, my loves, we need to have a conversation on YouTube about this because we're going to make this into a big, gigantic conversation in the Molly Carmel Breaking Up with Sugar universe. Because this problem solved, put you on the fast track for this dream relationship that I know that you deserve and you want so badly with food. So listen, get your typing fingers ready. Get me some comments. I want to hear all about it because I want to be posting more and more and more about really how to take care of yourself, how to be setting boundaries. And I need to know, like, what's getting in the way for you? Like they said in Jerry Maguire, help me, help you, my love. And listen, we are all about getting these YouTube videos up. And I don't know if you're like me, I like to be the VIP. So listen, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on the alerts so that you're like the first one to know when we put out a new video, and send me comments so that I can be talking about what you need me to be talking about. And remember this, I am always here rooting you on like a crazy person. You're my favorite people on earth, and I'm sending you so much love. Until next time, my loves.